season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. Bringing it out, it's Adams. Tackled at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. So Alabama's offense begins backed up here thanks to that poor return. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. To throw, it's Milroe. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
And there's the handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. They bring the punter onto the field now. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. So Penn State's offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
Gets rid of it on the move. That's reeled in. It's cross. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. A new set of downs after that completion. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. And they'll use the ground game here. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Pulls it in. It's Carpenter.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That short completion sets up a 3rd down play. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback still with the football. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Little floater there, but it falls incomplete.
Boy, what a good job by this defense of trying to put pressure on this mobile quarterback. Here's another example of what he can do. He looked like he was going to be down for a loss, and instead is able to fight through it. But I'm going to tip my cap to this defense. They knew what they were facing today, and they're doing a good job of containing him and applying enough pressure to be able to offset this offense.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? On the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. Looking to throw. It's Aller. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Wallace. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He bought some time, now lets it go. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And the Nittany Lions will have to punt this one away. Oh, it landed at the 8-yard line, but a lucky bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Alabama offense back out of the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Caught on the outside. It's Prentice. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The gain makes it second and medium. Makes a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Coverage team brings him down, and that will do it for the first period of play. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all.
As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They're going to run it. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
1st down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. It's a draw to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defense up front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
1st down, pickup tackle at the 45.
Oh, my gosh. What a great play by the offense. And on the other side, how frustrating for this defense. They had everybody covered downfield. The quarterback looks like he's almost giving up on the play, checks it down to the running back. And how about the back, what he does with the ball in his hands after the catch, picks up the 1st down.
2nd down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Allen. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Singleton. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, they're snapping the ball near the goal line, but the defense does a good job of thinking, hey, guys, let's force the incompletion. Force them into going for 3, and let's not give up 6. They did their job there.
Catch made on the left side. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. There's the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Trying to get the throw off. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
To the air, it's Aller. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Bringing it out, it's Adams. Tackled at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? It's a run. Running back's got it. Finding some room at the 25. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Past the 20. At the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown. Tide.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. And they've got the returner corralled. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning, a chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field, trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the second quarter.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long, and here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Grab down the middle. It's Wallace. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Nittany Lions looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Aller. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking for 6. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. 2nd down and goal, upcoming. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
We'll see what the offense dials up here on 3rd and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone, and it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The field goal is good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football. Oh, the pass is picked off. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's complete downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Milrow. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Finds room at the 30. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Alabama.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking for some space. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And he's got it. 57 yards out and never in doubt. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk in the booth. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quick throw to the left side. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Single back, it takes the handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Here's the second down play. Back to throw. It's Allen. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the Nittany Lions pick up first down yards to keep the drive going. We'll hand it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
now from the pistol formation. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a fourth down conversion with that pass.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They're going to run it here. They stop him, but it's a first down. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Nittany Lions line it up with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Penn State. This offense is still clicking. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Adams. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back out of the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Another positive gain by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
That's reeled in. It's Young. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Dropping back, it's Milroe. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Caught for the completion. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. And here comes the punter onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The offense really clicking here. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Off the play fake on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now. The Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here. Running back grabs it on a screen. They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down. Second and goal for the offense. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. As we head to the final quarter of this showdown, we're going to find out who can really make the plays when it counts the most. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
He makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw. It's Milrow. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Tough position here. Second and long from their 11. And the quarterback dropping back. Grab behind the line. It's Young. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit. So bad plays on first and second down puts him in a tough spot here. Third and very long. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Boy, he comes up just short of his first down, but a nice job of picking up some yards on third and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't quite enough to pick up the first down, but he gives him a chance.
They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Grab behind the line. It's Law. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Back to throw again. Not able to connect, incomplete.
I like the call here. Third down and long, you know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on third down and long.
The sure hands, it's Law. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. Looking to pass. It's Milrow. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. 12th play of this marathon march, but it's 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Bringing pressure. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there. After the sack on first down, it's 2nd down.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead and a lead.
Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. So 2 losses in a row. Puts him in a tough spot, 3rd and very long. And he'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hale. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last time they were stopped on 4th and goal. Rolled the dice, came up empty. Can they get it going again here? Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. 2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to extend the play. It's caught downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. 1st down here for this offense. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Nittany Lions begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense operating from the pistol. Back to pass. It's Aller. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He's moving out of the pocket now. That's caught. It's Warren. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it on the move. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. The Nittany Lions will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they look pretty good out there today in a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris